Hi, welcome to our second of our series of 4 introductory videos on the software non-functional assessment process. Today we are going to be focusing on the 4 categories and 14 subcategories of SNAP. And with that, I will share my screen and we will begin. The purpose of this video 2 is to show how SNAP sorts certain non-functional software user requirements into 4 categories and 14 subcategories. SNAP does not intend to identify all possible kinds of non-functional software. We do expect also that as technology changes, SNAP will change to accommodate. This is technology both in terms of metrics and in terms of software. And it would change to accommodate in the same way that function points have changed since it was first introduced into the industry in 1979. Here are our 4 categories and 14 subcategories, and let's talk about each one of these now. The first category is data operations. This is how data is processed within the SNAP counting unit to meet the non-functional requirements in the application. The second is interface design. It assesses the design of user interface processes and methods that allow the user to interface with the application. The technical design relates to aspects of the environment where the application resides. It assesses the technology as well as the changes to internal data and configuration that do not provide added or changed functionality from a function point perspective. And the fourth category is architecture. It relates to the design and coding techniques used to build and enhance the application. It assesses the complexities of modular and/or component-based development. So here are the definitions of each of the subcategories of data operations. I'm not going to read all of these to you, but as an example, in subcategory 1.2, this is where we have sizing algorithms. And the next video will be an example of how to size algorithms. And this is important in algorithmic intensive software because algorithms are not counted in function points, but they can require a lot of work effort and a lot of schedule time to develop. Here are the definitions of the subcategories of interface design. As an example for help methods are generally not counted under function points. But many software applications basically have a help manual programmed into them. And they have various different ways of querying it on the help manual. Building that help manual, writing it, and programming it into the software takes a lot of time and effort that is not counted by function points, or not usually counted by function points. So that's why it's included in the SNAP methodology. In the technical environment, here are 2 of the 3 definitions. The batch processes is a long definition, so that'll be on the next slide. But for example, for database technology, you may have a situation where you have a field in the database that has 2 bytes and you need to change it to 4 bytes. That's not countable under function points. An example would be during Y2K, year 2000, where much software was carrying the year in 2-byte field, and now it had to be changed into a 4-byte field. So that work would be countable under SNAP. And here's the definition for database processes. For batch processes. Batch jobs generally are not counted under function points, but batch jobs can be counted under SNAP. And here are definitions of the 2 subcategories of architecture. So this is the structure of SNAP. This is all in the SNAP Assessment Practices Manual. There are many definitions in the manual. There are over 100 examples in the manual. So I would encourage you to download a copy of the SNAP Assessment Practices Manual from the IFPUG Learning Center. Video 3 of this series will show how SNAP can account for the added work effort not accounted for by function points alone. And the example given will be from subcategory 1.2, algorithms. And there's more technical information about SNAP at this link at the IFPUG website. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please go on to video 3 on the sizing extensive mathematical operations.